In discussion forum 3, we have to discuss about a product uh, which we have observed an increase or decrease in demand in the last 5 years. And we also have to discuss about the reasons for changes in its demand. So let's start. Uh, I think in current scenario, young generation want to demand a coffee or some junk food. And I observed that Starbucks is a very popular amongst the youngsters, teenagers, and the coffee of Starbucks has also a good quality. So I think coffee of Starbucks is in demand nowadays.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I think yeah, the last I saw, uh, according to many resources and websites, it says that the number of location has been doubled within the last decade. So the figure that I saw that was that the number of the Starbucks stores are around 35,000,
So,
and I mean, as of 2022, and it will be increased um, by 10,000. It will increase 10,000 more by the end of 2025, and they're gonna reach even 55,000. So it seems to me that the demand is increasing. The demand is also increasing. So yeah, we're on the same page. We're on the same page on that.
Yeah, and also like Ali, statistically, definitely, but as a lived experience, I lived in San Francisco for a while, so every block you walked, there was a Starbucks at the block corner. Every block you had one, and I think in India, Starbucks is just recently open, and they have so many locations already everywhere, places that they didn't have it before. So I think they're either the demand is already up, which it could be a good idea, or there could be a good expectation that, that people might be demanding more. So either way, they have actually put up quite a lot of stores in hopes that, it'll be consumed more. The demand is going to be up.
yeah.
Yeah. In that case, the introduction of and innovation and seasonal drinks, along with a diverse menu in the Starbucks that people prefer more, and which kept the offerings for the fresh and engaged in new drinks. And Starbucks' commitment is for the quality for the coffee and ethical sourcings, which is also resonated with the consumers. So I think it is contributing to the sustained popularity of the Starbucks rather than to any other coffee shop.
Yeah, but in my case, because I just in Iran there is no available Starbucks stores in Iran. So once I get to Canada, I was so interested and I was inclined to go ahead and check that out. So for me, it came to me. It was like it was like um, a what's that called? The um, what effects, guys? Can you help me with that? The demonstration
Advanced.
effect. The
Yeah.
demonstration effect. So for me, it was a demonstration effect because it was everywhere, Starbucks everywhere. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I need to check that out. So yeah, that was for me.
Yeah,
Or
definitely. Go on, sorry.
yeah, in India, there are so many reasons for success of Starbucks. For example, limited time offers. Starbucks provide limited time offers. For example, 5% discount, 10% discounts, or buy one get one. That kind of offers also encourage people uh, to go to the Starbucks. And there is a huge demand in India also.
Mhm. Okay, so guys, we need to talk about now what are the similar products that we were like consistently demanding in the last few years. So, is there a drink that you are demanding? Like, if you are like if you have I don't know if you were like drinking other drinks before, and what does it have to do with Starbucks? Yeah, Dhwani.
Yeah,
I think
you go the
Jasmine has
manifest.
something to say.
It's okay, you can go.
Yeah, I used to
Oh, okay.
drink green tea a lot, and so I think definitely I don't mind drinking green tea. You know, I don't need Starbucks. I'm not a coffee drinker. It gets my heart rate up. But my partner, on the other hand, he cannot live without coffee. He's not going to switch even if the prices go up. And he might actually reduce the quantity. I asked him yesterday, and but he will not switch. Even he's very loyal to his brand. So I think there are people like that that even though person like me, I don't care. You know, if I have green tea, I'll live with that. But there are people like him. You know, they are. You know, I think taste and preferences and complementary products. I think it's very much personal that way. So demand would possibly not go down in certain instances.
But in India, there are small stalls of a tea at every block. And after the launching of a Starbucks, uh, we can see that the demand of tea consumption has decreased due to this coffee addiction. Because the
Hmm.
youngsters want to go to the Starbucks, not go to the tea stall. So that might be effect of a tea consumption.
There is another product as well, whose demand is increasing day by day. That is Tim Horton. Even if I share you the personal experience, like my sister is working in the Tim Horton, and she told me that it's been a 60 years of Tim Hortons in Canada, and she celebrated that in her restaurant. So I think this is the other factor that we can consider, that why demand is increasing, because people are shifting to the other restaurants as well, except the Starbucks.
Yeah.
Also, marketing plays a vital role as uh, Starbucks and other chains invest so much money in marketing and branding to create a premium image. So I think that is the reason why Starbucks and other franchises are going up and up nowadays.
Mhm. So, guys, what do you think? What factors can actually change this demand? Apart from what we said, what factors can change this demand for Starbucks or for green tea, for instance?
During
So,
Christmas, I remember Starbucks used to have this extensive menu of all kinds of drinks. I had like eggnog and latte of different, you know. So I think having a variety of options does lead to like an increase in demand all of a sudden. I'm not sure what to label that, but that definitely, I've seen a lot of people come in and it's packed any time of the day.
Mm,
And also, as Jigar said, advertising and marketing.
yeah.
During Christmas, they give out like free Starbucks cups and color changing cups and stuff like that. I think, yeah, that would definitely lead to an increase in demand in that way.
yeah. Also, there's one thing that I want to add is the income level, which is the main important factor, at least for me, because when I see it, the way I see it. So since, for instance, we're not able to work because of the IRCC policies, we cannot work in the MBA Foundation. So this turned to be one of the main factors for my demand for Starbucks or similar products like Starbucks caffeine. Um, I think if for instance if people have a good income, the demand curve will be shifted to right. So basically, the demands will be much higher if they have income streams. Yeah.
Adding more to this, I would like to say that there are a lot of other competitive forces, as I already said, the Tim Martins, and the new entry of these coffee chains or that already leads to the shift in the market's landscape, which affects the Starbucks market, um, and share and demand, and other factors that are external events like a health crisis or the environmental concern which may impact consumers behavior, or it also affect on the demands patterns. And there is the market strategy of Starbucks their own, so products innovation or the customer engagement which initiates which play a significant role in shaping the demand. So I think, adding more to this, additionally, demographic changes also affect the demand of the Starbucks. Like if we shift in the population density or age distribution, which will influence the demand for Starbucks in different regions.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
also
and to add to that,
consumers, sorry, consumers' expectations about the future prices or income levels or availability of goods also play a role to increase the demand or decrease the demand. Uh, for example, if a customer expect that price uh, is consumers expect prices to increase in the future, they may buy more of the goods now, so that increase in current demand, so that's also affect the demand.
yeah, and I think Starbucks also has like partnered with Safeway and some other stores. And if the prices of, say, cocoa or something goes up, and they have their Starbucks packaged coffee in the store. So I think if there's an increase in one of the raw materials, Safeway and whatever that they are partnering with definitely would have prices up. And instead of Starbucks mocha that, my partner reaches for, he'll probably go for Pete's one day. But um, yeah, that could be a possibility, maybe.
Yeah.
Um, but definitely the prices would go up if there was a change in that.
Yeah, and also
Yes.
demonstration effect, as Ali earlier said, that a demonstration effect is also a reason for the increasing in demand, as youngsters now have a trend to follow the others, friends, and of course their seniors. So if they go to the Starbucks and have a coffee, then youngsters might have influence and go there. So these also demonstration effects also increase the demand.
Yeah. But following
Yeah.
in line with what Jasmine has had to say, um, as the demographic of a country also plays in, that if my sister is actually going towards Starbucks and she's younger to me, my mom, she's a, chai drinker. She cannot drink anything other than that. And if, it would not give her the same satisfaction. So I think that is a crucial factor that might also change. Yeah.
Also, I don't know if I missed it or not, if someone mentioned it, but theoretically speaking, the price itself also matters. Like if the price of the product, for instance, the Starbucks coffee, if it increases, uh, a contraction will happen, meaning that the quantity demanded will be decreased. So
Hmm.
on the other hand, yeah. So on the other hand, if the price of the product decreases, a um, expansion will happen, right? An expansion will happen, so the quantity demanded will be increased. So yeah, that is also one of the main important factors that affecting the demand, the price. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So
is it possible to quit?
yeah, I think it is possible. Uh, as my income level, uh, as of my income level, I can purchase or I can buy anything. So if the price of coffee will increase, I am not able to buy a coffee. So I quit at that. I quit at that time.
Yeah. Well, it's not at all. I mean, in my case, I cannot be able to, to cut off the coffee usage. So, I can. I mean, I will. I can actually limit the coffee, but if you're talking about a Starbucks, yes, there are a lot of cheaper options, alternatives to drink. So, for instance, right now I'm having, I bought a Nescafe tin, so it's much cheaper, and I'm having this for I'm having this 2 times a day when I'm at home. So it's really affordable for me. It really makes sense. Uh, so yes, I mean, yeah, so basically, yeah, we can cut off Starbucks usage, but I cannot like cut off the um, I cannot quit drinking coffee.
I agree
Yeah.
with you, Ali. But I can cut off the Starbucks because as I would like to choose and go with the Tim Horton rather than the Starbucks because there are a lot of flavors in Tim Hortons drinks as well. And so I can cut off the Starbucks and I can go with the Tim Hortons because it has also a lot of variants and flavors in their food as well. So that's why.
Mhm. Yeah, we are on the same page, Jasmine. We are on the same page. We can, I take it back. I mean, when we talk about Starbucks, yes, we can cut it off. It's fine. It's definitely fine. But I cannot quit drinking coffee. Coffee is very many important. It's very important for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
While it is possible for me to cut it off, but one of my friend I used to go to school with, she had some sort of a loyalty with that brand.
Mhm.
She will not go to Pete's. She will not go to any other shop other than Starbucks. And she had to have it, every day. So I think it's very much a personal thing because, most of us, we don't mind, cutting it off. We'll go find another alternative. But there are also people who are, no matter what, die hard, they'll stick to it.
Mhm.
So they might reduce quantity, but they will not quit it. So that's also one prospect.
Yeah, it's up to consumers' taste and preference.
Absolutely. Yeah. So,
So
uh,
yeah.
That's
So
So
any,
also, yeah.
no, Ali.
oh,
Yes, Trigger. I don't know if you talked about that if we are flexible uh, about the demand for buying this mentioned cat wolf goods. I mean both uh, Starbucks or whatever similar products. Because one of the subjects that we should talk about is that how flexible we are in terms of the demand for both of them. So in my case, uh, I'm much more I am flexible. Like I can try Starbucks at some points of someday. I tried it actually before a few weeks back, but yeah, basically because of the income stream, I cannot buy it on a regular basis. So yeah, that's what I was going to say. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
okay. Um, I'm also flexible in terms of the Starbucks because if I would get a chance, I would also go Starbucks and have a coffee as whatever I want. But it depends on the affordability as well. As right
Yes.
now, Starbucks prices are like it's normal. Like every other drink shops are like Tim Horton as well. So
Mhm.
if like demand of the Starbucks is increasing, but for the profit, if the industries and firm increase the price, little bit price, like $1, so I think it gonna be a little bit difficult for me if the price increase. while demand is increasing. So that's why I would shift to the another coffee shop.
Yeah, I think $1 is very, I mean, compared to the price of the product, it depends on the what is what we're buying, but I think the percentage of the increase percentage really matters a lot. So for instance, if the price right now is $2, if it's increased by $1, so it's 50% increase. So in just so much, the demand will
Yeah,
definitely go down.
yeah,
The demand will definitely go
exactly.
down. So yeah.
Also, flexibility depend upon some kind of taste. If I'm not getting a good taste in Starbucks, then definitely I would change the company. For example, as Jasmine mentioned, Tim Horton or other. So tastes also matter to be flexible, and in that case, I am very flexible with that because I am very choosy that I have a particular taste.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And if
Yeah.
you're like going somewhere in a group, you have a bunch of friends, and everybody wants to go to Starbucks, and you cannot, most people do not like break out of the group and go find some other place. So I think demonstration effect is also a key part, that if everyone is choosing that, you might also have that one more cup of coffee that you would likely not if you were by yourself. Yeah,
Hmm.
so I think you can be flexible in that way, that although I prefer tea, but I think because everyone's gonna have coffee, I'll have another coffee too.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
so uh, this is
So
the discussion. Can we close the?
yeah, sure, definitely. I
Sure.
think we covered all the questions, all
Yes.
the topics, all the aspects. So if anyone wants to add anything, anyone, are we finished? Okay, so that's fine. So I think that's it. Thanks all for joining
Okay.
and have a great day. Thank you guys. Thank you
Great day.
all.
See
Yeah.
you.
See you guys. Take care.